Hey folks, and welcome back to the Pokemon Fire Red playthrough. We're in part 13, and now that we have pretty much cleared up the Pokemon Tower from last part and stuff like that, we are going to Saffron City. We can now go because we cleared these guards. He got the tea that we needed from them for they could stop bitching. So we pretty much doing that. Now we're going to Saffron City. So we have access to Saffron City now. But within Saffron City, there's a little bit of trouble going on within Saffron City. Team Rocket just don't learn. They really don't. They have now taken over Saffron City. So basically, Saffron City is home to the Sylph Company, where we had gotten the Sylph Scope from. So yeah, it seems like Team Rocket has taken over their building. So we're pretty much gonna be helping them out. We actually got a couple of things to do here in this part. That's why it's so long. That's why I kind of want to just get stuff out of the way. One of the first things we're going to do is we're going to be tackling an optional gym. You'll see what that is in just a few. See, we can't go into the regular gym until we pretty much take care of the business of the Sifco. And what's going on with the Sifco is that Team Rocket has taken over the building, so we can't go in there. This right here is the fighting gym. Pretty much, it's an optional gym. You don't have to do it. There's no badge offered here, but there's something extra offered here instead that is just as good. Yeah, we have an opportunity to earn one of the two Pokemon that can't be found anywhere else in the game, which is Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I'll explain a little bit about them in a minute, but yeah, unlike the if you ever played the originals, you'll be in for less than a pleasant surprise. You can beat all the Mankeys in the gym. It's still easy, but thanks to the Generation 2 fighting move, Foresight, I think that's what the move called. The Machamps, the Machokes, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan can still decimate your entire party, even if you have ghost Pokemon. So make sure you level up your party plenty before taking on this gym. That's no problem for us. When you beat the Karate Master, he'll offer you your pick of his Pokemon. Flying types, as you know, rule against fighting ones. So if you've been working on the Pidgey or Sparrow, you're in luck. Psychic types also are super effective here. But dark, normal, steel, rock, and ice types are bad here, so don't use them. And fighting, if you have a fighting Pokemon, it's just as good too. Fighting is strong against all those types I just listed. So yeah, you want to make sure that you don't bring in any of those types here, because your team will get destroyed if you have the mentioning types I mentioned once again, which was dark, normal, steel, rock, and ice. So don't bring those here or you will get wrecked. But yeah, like I stated before, this gym is optional. You don't get a badge. I think they stated before that these two gyms fought it out with the Psychic type gym and end up losing, so that's why they're not an actual gym. Yeah, this is Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee's an okay Pokemon. Hitmonlee, the kicking Pokemon, is the strongest of the two Pokemon you can choose as a reward by beating the dojo. Hitmonlee's moveset is not very varied and is mostly focused on fighting type moves only. Choose Hitmonlee if you want a fast fighting Pokemon that can mow down any normal rock, ice, or steel. Now the next Pokemon he's finna bring out is Hitmonchan. The punching Pokemon has slightly worse stats than his counterpart. However, Hitmonchan has access to the Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and not to mention the Sky Uppercut. Can actually hit Pokemon during the turn of fly or bounce when they're usually invulnerable. That's very interesting actually. Pick Hitmonchan if you want more versatile Pokemon that can hit Pokemon with super effective moves. So if you want a Pokemon, even though he has worse stats, his moves are very variety. So if you want to go with that, go ahead. But it don't matter to me, so I'm going ahead and go with Hitmonlee, the kicking master. So no, I don't want to give Hitmonlee a name. But anyway, now that business in this gym is taken care of, very easy and easy to get a Pokemon as a reward. That douchebag is still there blocking the front door. We can't do anything until we take care of Giovanni. He's back once again. This jerk don't learn. Basically, what you have to do, our next destination, you know, after pretty much healing up the Pokemon and whatnot, is going to be Sifco. Going to be taking care of, you know, all the Team Rockets within the Sifco. Am I going to be engaging in every single battle there? No, but I'm going to be showing off a majority of them. Because there are 29. Let me repeat that. There are 29 Team Rocket agents within the building that wants to battle. So make sure that you stock up, folks. That's going to be important. So 29. And plus, your stupid rival is in there for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, he's just in there for some reason. So be prepared, folks. If your Pokemon aren't leveled up, yeah, that guy, he is knocked out. That's why he let us through. But yeah, if your Pokemon aren't leveled up, you're going to have a hard time in here. So make sure your Pokemon at the recommended level before you decide to take up this kind of dungeon. But anyway, this place is kind of like a labyrinth too, like a kind of like a it's a puzzle, folks. It really is what you need to do in order to you know, progress and meet Giovanni up at the top. But yeah, like I stated before, there's Team Rocket members on every floor, some as far as 4, fighting 4 at a time. You're not gonna have too much. Yeah, they're mostly grunts. Some of them are administrators or whatnot, but I don't see you having a really hard time with this, folks. I really don't. Like I stated before, you're going to need to do this in order to open up the gym to face Sabrina. So this one's a must, folks. You can't progress throughout the story. You know, you can't really progress any further. Let me tell you something. I did the gyms out of order. The next gym is supposed to be Koga, which is the poison type gym. But I said, while I was in Sapphire, I might as well just go ahead and take care of Sabrina and do this first. So the real thing you're supposed to do is Koga, and then come here and do the mess that's you know, here. But I decided to, you know what, since I don't like Team Rocket that much, let me just go ahead and take care of them while I'm here, since it was closer anyway. So yeah, so I'm kind of doing it a little out of order, sequence breaking a little bit, but you know what, I don't think it really matters at this point, and I think this is the only time where you actually get to do something like that. So hey, why not just show you know, just sequence break a little bit, just to you know, differentiate myself from other Let's Players out there. Anyway, I don't know if I asked you this, folks, before. I don't think I did. You know, I always ask this during every Let's Play part that I do. So, you already know what the question I'm going to ask. How are you folks doing? I'm doing okay. My phone's being a little on the frizz, but otherwise than that, I'm doing fantastic. I'm trying to get through, you know, the Sifco. If I could go ahead and kick Giovanni's butt for the second time, I think. But yeah, for the second time, actually at the time of this recording, it's been about 2 days since I did my last recording. So, you know, even with those 2 days past, I still forgot the majority of the stuff that we already kind of did before. So I think that's one of the bad reasons of why, you know, people don't really do RPGs as a Let's Play, unless they're doing it like every single day. They're playing the game like every single day. And mind you, I was playing this every single day, but as far as recording goes, no, I wasn't doing it every single day. So, you know, stuff happens, life happens. But anyway, yeah, I'm basically showing off the Pokemon, like I stated before, that I haven't showed off before. So basically, yeah, I'm doing that for you folks. So before I forget, there is a special Pokemon that we're going to get here, which is a Lapras. So we have an opportunity to learn, not learn, but to get in Lapras here. We don't have to battle or anything. It'll be in a Pokeball already ready for us. So yeah, this is a 11-story building with 31 trainer battles. That includes your rival in Giovanni, I believe. That's going to be able to give you those battles and whatnot. But yeah, there's 31 total battles that you can engage yourself in if you want to. That's up to you if you want to engage yourself in those battles or not. You know, it's optional. But anyway, I don't know if you folks noticed yet, but there are red circles. Not red circles, but red towels that you can use to warp all over the place. There's only a specific place you need to go, but if you need the combat experience, don't hesitate to seek out every Team Rocket agent and challenge him or her to a battle. However, if you want to quickly end the situation, all you have to do is pretty much just go from the 5th floor so you can grab the card key, which will open every electronic door in the building. Then you gotta go to the 3rd floor and warp your way to the 7th floor, which is right outside of the president's office. If you want, you know, a kind of quick guide or whatever to get yourself out of that situation. You know, I would say it's scout the building at least once, because there's some pretty good TMs that you can get here. First of all, let's go down the list of the TMs that you can get, starting from the you could get a TM at the 4th floor, which is Torment. I think that's pretty good. Let's see here. You get TM1 Focus Punch, which is blah. Okay, there's certain carbos and stuff you can get. TM8 Bulk Up, which is kind of I mean, it's all of preferences, I guess. And plus there's Ultra Balls, which is has a greater capture ability than the Great Ball, what I mentioned before. So yeah, when you pretty much, we're just saving the president because Giovanni has him holed up in an office. So, you know, that's what we're doing. We're on a rescue mission pretty much. So that's what this part is pretty much going to be focusing on, doing that. But as you can tell, I was kind of lost. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know where the heck I was going, because once again, I wasn't using the strategy guide like I should have been. But, you know, I figured, you know, I did this thing before on my own without a strategy guide, so I'm gonna see if I can do it now. But yeah, this lady can teach your Pokemon the Thunder Wave technique if you want to learn that. But I have a Pikachu who already I had a Pikachu who already knew that move, so it was pretty much a waste for me. But yeah, if you I'll talk about how do you get Lapras when eventually we get to the part where Lapras is available. Yeah, we're going to be fighting our rival once again, like I stated before. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do within Civco that they really want you to fight every battle that you're in, so you can get your Pokemon prep for the next couple of gyms that you're going to be going into. Even though there's going to be routes and routes in between, I guess they still want you to get ready though. But that Kadabra just went down in a blaze of glory. Crispy. Oh, as the Mortal Kombat dude says, toasty. Yeah. But Mr. Mime is a weird Pokemon. He's alright. I saw some creepy stuff that'll give me nightmare fuel. That is nightmare fuel. Mr. Mime. So yeah, he's burnt, so he's not gonna really last long. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it right there. You gotta learn that burn status, folks. It is awesome when it's affected on other trainers and not yourself. That's always a good feeling, actually. So yeah, got rid of that jerk already. No problem at all, no sweat. But yeah, like I stated before, I kind of wanted to do it by myself. That's kind of like the whole RPG experiences, just trying to do it for yourself before you decide to, you know, use a strategy guide. I wonder It probably was, but for the people who played Final Fantasy, I played a couple of them myself. I actually beat a couple myself, but yeah, those games, strategy guides would be helpful, you know. But was there anyone who actually like? I know that some of you have probably beat the game without a strategy guide, as far as because the internet wasn't really available back in the 90s, folks. So we kind of had to use our brains back then. Well, there were a couple of like Nintendo Power and yeah, rest in peace Nintendo Power. Nintendo Power and PlayStation magazines and stuff like that, but they usually give tidbits and stuff on like what not to do, and they don't. At least I don't think they gave full strategy guides, or maybe I didn't just get because I really didn't get issues of strategy guides like that. Because if I did, I would have needed it for Crash Bandicoot 2, because some of those gems was kind of hard to get without a guide. You know, it's kind of like what the F kind of gems. And even though I never really completely 100% that game yet, eventually I plan on playing the remake for this channel, folks. So I'll be able to give my full opinions on those games eventually when I get to it. That's what I've been kind of waiting on anyway, because I had a sense that they was gonna do that, you know, because Crash Bandicoot, big icon and whatnot. People been wanting his revival for years, and now that he's getting it, maybe that'll bring new hope for other series such as Spyro. That would be awesome if they did the same thing, give Spyro the HD remake treatment. I think people would pretty much blow their load on everything they own just to get a copy of that. The excitement level will be through the roof for fans of Spyro. As far as me being a Spyro fan, not really, because I haven't played the game, so I can't really give you my opinions on Spyro. My only experience with Spyro is in a demo of it. I forgot which Spyro, but it was a demo in it in the party game Crash Bash, which I had, and it was Crash Bash was okay. It'd be hard to play that with friends, because I don't think any of my friends are interested in Crash Bash, and they needed to port that game to the PlayStation 4, but they need to have it with like online capabilities, so that way if your friends don't want to play, you can go and find somebody else online who might. So that'd be pretty cool. See, Sony, I'm giving you ideas. Listen to me, and I hope you are listening to this commentary, which is a big fat chance of that not happening, but relay that, people. If you got close connections to Sony, relay that to them, that, you know, that'd be a cool idea to actually have a Crash Bash game, depending on how many fans are out there are actually fans of the series, and give them that idea, online capability. That would rock. But yeah, basically, yeah, I'm still lost. I'm having no idea of what to do or what I need to do as far as you know, getting through this tower. That's why this part's so long, because I was really losing my mind, and I didn't want to at the time cut out all this, because I should have, but I was getting some pretty important items and stuff along the way, so I didn't want to cut that out and let you folks, you know, wondering, you know, when did he get this item, when did he get that item. So yeah, I kind of wanted to keep it all in. Plus, I don't mind talking to you guys, you know. I'm pretty much going on tangents and stuff, so I'm keeping myself kind of preoccupied with this stuff. So as far as talking about Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that, just to go off another tangent, there's the card key that we needed, but there's also another game that it's been on my mind. I can't think. It's another game. Oh, another game that I want to play for the channel. It's gonna be hard getting a physical copy of that game. I might have to go on the PlayStation Store in order to do it, but actually there's two, now that I think of it. The first one being Brave Fencer Musashi. I kind of want to try that game for myself, because I've been hearing some good things about it. And also Tomba. I've been wanting to play Tomba for this channel all the time. I keep telling D about that. He keep telling me to shut up and play it already. Yeah, Tomba, I could get through the first couple of worlds okay. even with the strategy guide, that game's still confusing to me as far as 100% in it, but it's still a pretty fun game, folks, so I might be doing that for you pretty soon. Well, not soon, but I might be doing that for you folks. So look forward to Tomba like 5 years from now, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, we got the card key. We can now open up all those metal doors that we have. Here's our rival, which I was not prepared for, but he is here. I figured that, you know, this guy put in some work, dude. Man, he's not doing nothing. But yeah, his Pokemon lineup is still the same though, so we're not gonna have much trouble taking his Pokemon out as we did before. But I actually think he's gonna do some damage to me because, as I stated before, I was not ready. I think this is my second time fighting this guy because, like I stated before, I don't save until I get to a major city because I never know what's gonna go wrong as far as recordings go. So that's why you see me go into a Pokemon Center. I'll stop and then save the game after I'm finished hitting the stop recording button. So I'll do that and pretty much just it's just a mess. Yeah, it's just the best. But anyway, yeah, I was ready for his Pokemon this time. As you can see, he's still got the same squad. His Blastoise is getting smart and using Protect, for my Thunder attack won't be able to hurt him, but I'm gonna damn it. He's moving faster than me because his Blastoise is a higher level than my Pikachu, only by 4, but it's getting annoying really quick. It's making me use up my PP, which is really, you know, but that Thunder Shock didn't really do anything. He's paralyzed now, so that's gonna help me a little bit, just a little bit. It's not really gonna help me all that much, but you know, I can take all the freaking help I can get at this point because his Blastoise is a beast. It's still, look at that, he got a critical hit and knocked out my Pikachu, lucky bastard. But anyway, I still got a full squad, so I'm not that I'm not really that desperate. I'm gonna go ahead and send out Primate, even though his health or her health ain't all that much, but it's something. And I was able to get a critical hit with the freaking karate chop, and I should have healed my Primate before I even sent it out of battle. So you know, he already messed up some of the squad, but as long as he don't use Hyper Potion for Blastoise, then I can be okay as far as taking out the other Blastoise remaining health. So that's good. You needed to level up anyway, Pharaoh, so you got those experience points, and whoa, your bar already halfway, and now he's sending out Growlithe. What level does Growlithe? I think his Growlithe should have been evolved by now. Yeah, I think his Growlithe should have been evolved. It's still at its pre-evolution or whatnot. Sorry about that, folks. I kind of had to think about that. But man, keep the burn status. So you know, my freaking jeez, I can't think. My Pharaoh wasn't gonna last long because of that. Even though my Pharaoh was way smaller than I don't even know what I'm talking about, folks. My Pharaoh's level was way lower than his Growlithe. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, I was getting distracted because I was trying to find out what level Growlithe evolves at. Basically, it finds out that Growlithe can evolve at any level. You just need a Firestone in order to evolve him into Arcanine. I think that's his evolve name. But yeah, you need a Firestone. So it's best to, I guess, Gary or Blue or Dion, as he's called in this game. I guess it's that he's playing it smart and letting him learn some stuff before he decides to eventually evolve him. And yeah, I figured, you know, since Charizard is my last remaining strong Pokemon on my team I got left, I figure I'll go ahead and heal him up, even though he's now confused and paralyzed. That's not a good combination at all. I need to get at least rid of one of them in order for Charizard to even stand a chance to get this against this breakfast called for whatever breakfast. This breakfast combination. Yeah. So yeah, he is being that he's a grass psychic, he's gonna be weak to flying attacks. So he's gonna send out his Alakazam. Who did he trade with in order to get this thing? Because Alakazam, I like Alakazam too. Alakazam is you get the Pokemon by trading. So, yeah, there's some Pokemon that you can only evolve by trading. So, say you want a Gengar, which is the evolution of Hunter, you would have to trade that with somebody else. So, yeah, why didn't you take out the Boss Rocket? What are you doing here anyway, you chucklehead? You should have been able to take out Giovanni, but instead of here, you've been around here being a little pussyfoot and not really doing anything, you freaking jerk. You could have did something. And they didn't even show his spinning animation. Freaking jerk. But, yeah, if you talk to this person right here, they'll give you a Lapras. And no, I don't want to nickname my Lapras, but anyway, yeah, you're getting a free Pokemon, a Lapras, and a Lapras is a pretty sweet Pokemon to have, actually. It's pretty good, so don't turn down that offer from that lady, and don't forget to talk to her. But, yeah, Lapras is a ice water type. Apart from the Icefall Cave, this is the only place you can get one in the game. It comes at level 25 without water gun, but you can but it has a bunch of HP. To get anything else good, you'll have to level it up significantly. Level 31's Ice Beam and level 49's Hydro Pump are fairly strong, and you can teach it Surf once you get HM3 from Fuchsia City, which we'll be heading to in a few parts here. So yeah, which is decently powerful, so it should come to the holes in your offensive lineup. Yep, it's gonna be doing in our team for sure. Fuchsia City is where we'll be able to face Koga. So yeah, once we get to Fuchsia City, we'll be able to face off against Koga and get our necessary HMs and all that all that good stuff from there. So we'll be able to do that, and now we're having our rematch with Giovanni. So let's see here. Yeah, we're fighting Giovanni once again, the leader of Team Rocket. Once you busted his bracket in Celadon City, Giovanni moved his base to Saffron City. Too bad for him that we've arrived in time to short circuit on his new scheme. Defeat Giovanni's Nidorino, Rhyhorn, Nidoqueen, and Kangaskhan to rescue the Sifco president, which we're doing right now. He's not any tougher than Gary, so you'll definitely need to be at peak condition in order to stand a chance. So before engaging Giovanni, it says use Dig to warp back to Pokemon Center, or retrace your steps and take the elevator to the 9th floor, where a girl in the bed will heal you. So you want to make sure you're in your Pokemon, your party, your whole team's in peak condition before you decide to take on Giovanni, because if you don't, you're gonna get crushed. So once we pretty much send Giovanni running, the president of the Sifco will be ecstatic that you interrupted his meeting with Giovanni. So I'll get more into that when we actually rescue the president of the Sifco. He's going to give us a little treat. If you already played this game, you pretty much know what I'm getting at already, but if you haven't, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. And don't look in the comments, because I'm pretty sure some people are going to ruin it for you. If you haven't played the game already, if you have, you already know what I'm going at, and you're probably telling me to shut the hell up. But yeah, Charizard is pretty much hurt by poison. Yeah, my Charizard is, like I said, he's my ace in the hole. He's pretty much gonna get knocked out. But the beeping sound, I wish they had this before. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but have you ever heard for those of you who play Generation 5, the black and white, when you're in the red? I like that theme, because they actually made it into they actually made the beeping less annoying. But yeah, he's saying that. So now that's the president right there of Sifco, right there, that old geezer right there. But anyway, to reward you for breaking Team Rocket's hold on his company, he'll hook you up with the incredible Master Ball, which we just got. This technical wonder will catch any Pokemon without fail, but this is the only one in the entire game. So be sure to save it for a special occasion, such as a legendary beast or whatnot. When you finish, collect the item, get out of the building, etc., etc. So we got our Master Ball, and you'll see who I use it on. It's probably what you're thinking, but I'm not really gonna say anything in order to rule. But we're not going after those Pokemon until near the end of the game because I got some more stuff I need to do, and my Pokemon is about to pass out on me. That's what that squiggly is. But yeah, we're done with Sifco Shenanigans, so stay tuned for part 14.